Hey guys, this is my spoiler review for Jurassic Dominion. If you have not seen the movie, come back and watch this review after you've seen the movie, of course. So, right, let's get into details. The plot is stupid, or lazy at least. It's not really stupid. The bugs, I don't get it. It's just, oh, this guy put some DNA in these locusts. Yeah, that's what they're called. You put some DNA in there and they're eating crops all over the America or whatever, all over America, and if they don't solve it, all the food supply is gonna run out. Which I don't get. There's a different plot. This is the Jurassic franchise we're talking about. I've seen all the movies. They could have done a different plot, or what I think is the stupidest thing. They hired the writer for Pacific Rim, which is a bad movie, but it's a bad plot. I think a somewhat better plot is Amazing plot, and I kind of thought that was interesting a little, but here's my plot. It would have the same beginning, but without Maisie being wanted or whatever. The Maisie plot is not in this, but these Biosyn still takes Beta Blue's baby. They still go to Biosyn, but the Jurassic Park characters, they'll go to Biosyn just to see Ian Malcolm and catch up. And then they discover, or Ian Malcolm tells Ellie Sattler about what Biosyn's really doing with the dinosaurs and whatever. So he gets Ellie Sattler to come over to Biosyn, and then of course she brings Alan Grant. Boom, they're at Biosyn. And then I'm guessing the same way with our other characters in Malta, but with a somewhat different thing. I don't know what. Like the Claire, Maisie, and Owen would all go to Malta, try to get information where Biosyn is, so they can get Beta back for Blue. So they go there. All the same stuff happens. Probably, yeah. So the same thing. Don't why is the character still there? I forget her name. Sorry, if I remember, I'll say it. But everything still happens there, and then let's see. Yeah, they still go to Biosyn. The Pyroraptor, there's some dinosaur scenes I would cut for different stuff. I think don't get me wrong, Pyroraptor is a beautiful creature. I'm glad it has feathers. The first dinosaur with feathers, basically, in the franchise. So I would cut that scene out of the movie, sadly, just so we can have probably a little bit shorter movie. Don't get me wrong, it's a good movie. Somewhat good movie. Yeah, cut that scene. Cut the Quetzalcoatlus scene when it's flying towards the buildings or whatever, or flying around them. Yeah, we cut that scene and then try to get some more screen time with the other dinosaurs. Because in the Jurassic Dominion prologue, it showed Quetzalcoatlus and Guanodon. I think there's a dinosaur that's related to T-Rex in the prologue that we do see in the movie, which got some good screen time. But in Guanodon, we never got to see that. I remember seeing something about someone seeing it, like the outline of it for 3 minutes. Or 3 seconds, sorry. Oh yeah, let's talk about Biosyn. Let's talk about Biosyn in that area. Because the Malta chase is good. I like that part. The whole thing of dinosaurs breaking out. The guy kind of deserved his death by the 3 dinosaurs, just as cool. I like that scene, the Malta in general, or half of it, because when the dinosaurs break out. My favorite design so far that I've seen in this movie is the Allosaurus and Giga. We'll get into the Giga and Therizinosaurus later. So, let's talk about Biosyn. So, Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler come down. They're, because Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum's character, invited them so they can get down on this insect thing. I forget the insect's name again. But, they come down to Biosyn just to get DNA sample to prove that Biosyn is evil. And then, so Ian Malcolm talks to them while someone's making coffee or whatever. He gives Ellie Sattler the bracelet, so that's how they Locust. That's what they're. So they go down to the basement, Locust, whatever, to get a DNA sample from one. And then they get stuck in there, or alarm goes off or something. I can't really remember, but they everything goes crazy. Then they get out there, probably with some bruises or whatever, scratches. Then they find. Then there's Dr. Ruth Maisie. Dr. Wu showing what Maisie's mother did. She wasn't a clone. She somehow, like some reptiles or animals do in the animal kingdom, Maisie's mother did that. She basically had a baby by herself. So she had Maisie. Then she did some like DNA things. Like she had gave Maisie some shots so she could have a full life, unlike her mom, who died of the genetic things that killed her, which they played off as a car crash in Fallen Kingdom. So it was kind of good. I kind of like the Maisie plot more than the Locust plot, but yeah. Then after he explains that, Dr. Wu is there working for Biosyn now. So he gets up to talk to Lewis Dodson from the first Jurassic Park. Dodson's character and motive in this movie's okay. If I feel like we should have, not gonna lie, Dr. Wu should have been the villain of this movie, because we know him from the first movie, right? He's Dr. Wu. We seen him work for InGen, where he worked for InGen. Now he's going to Biosyn to unleash his full genetic power, but nope, they don't want to do that nor kill him. They want to have him redeem himself in the end, which he did. It would be cool to see Dr. Wu have his book death with the Velociraptors, or any raptor basically, because Pyroraptor, Triceratops, Velociraptor in this movie. Speaking of Velociraptors, we only see Blue at the beginning and end. Which I'm kind of glad, but we didn't see any Rexy, only besides like Biosyn parts. We barely get to see any of the Giganotosaurus, the big monster dinosaur of this movie. So we only see. I think I read something where we only see it for 6 minutes, like 30 seconds at the beginning, where it says, "Oh, it's the Giganotosaurus." The Giganotosaurus is cool. Colin Trevorrow said it was the Joker of this dinosaur. It was a Joker as a dinosaur, basically, wants to see the world burn. But they do nothing with the Giganotosaurus. It just likes to chase people. Because Indominus Rex, it had a plot, it had a backstory, it had a motive, what it was doing. It would kill anything in sight and moves because it was born in solitary, basically. But yeah, the Giganotosaurus, I feel like in my version of the story, I would give Giganotosaurus why it wants to see the world burn, why it is attacking everything in sight. Basically like the Dominus, but more of a psychiatrist, like more of a evil, more personality. But of course, they don't. At the end, they have all the dinosaurs, because Fire Locust, Dotson burns all the locusts to burn the evidence that he never did this. So he burns them all up. They are swarming. You think they're dead, but nope. They go straight through air vent out of the Biosyn. Now they're everywhere in the Biosyn facility area. So all the dinosaurs are surrounded by fire. So luckily, if you haven't watched Camp Cretaceous, this is spoiler for that too. But Camp Cretaceous season 4, they had these darts they would put in the dinosaur's head, or brains, I should say, so they can control them wherever they go. So yeah, so they did that. I'm guessing they did that to every single dinosaur, because once the fire starts, they're bringing all the dinosaurs into the main area where, of course, helicopters arrives, where we see in the beginning of the fountain, and we meet all of our Jurassic Park cast. So I would fix the battle, because in the prologue it shows the Giganotosaurus and Rexy having a ancient rivalry with their species. So I would fix that in the final battle too. So I would fix the final battle and that stuff. And then the final battle between Giga, T-Rex, Rexy, and Therizinosaurus. Technically it was with Rexy and Giganotosaurus, but Therizinosaurus is just standing there. It's blind, of course, so using echolocation to determine its surroundings. Sorry guys about that, my camera or something happened with my thing, so back to what I was saying. The final battle with Giganotosaurus, Therizinosaurus, and Rexy. What I've seen in the Jurassic World films, Rexy likes to, well, of course she's old, she's on the original park, of course, but I don't like how every fight she falls down, or has to fall down, or whatever. Because Jurassic World, she gets beaten up by the Dominus Rex. She's over on the floor. She needs help from Blue. And then Moses throws from out of nowhere and kills the Dominus Rex. Fallen Kingdom, she was in the final battle there, but yeah, at the end, she was just roaring after eating Eli Mills, that movie. Then Dominion, let's just say Rexy had a good final battle. Let's just say that. The first half, the Giganotosaurus and Rexy face off our characters in the middle. Between them, Alan Grant goes to know about us, and then they go straight to DeWanda's Rise's character in the helicopter to get out. Then the Giganotosaurus grabs Rexy's leg and pushes Rexy down on the fountain. And for a second, I thought she died, so I started crying. I don't know why. But of course I thought she died, so. Then as the helicopter looks at the so-called lifeless body of Rexy, the light zooms in on her eyes and it regains life, whatever. She gets up and then roars at the Giga, and then Therizinosaurus, they all roar. Then Rexy grabs onto the Giganotosaurus' neck, takes down, and then pushes it right into the Therizinosaurus' claws. So, there's Giga, great monster, or dinosaur, I should say. Dominus Rex, I think, had a better death than the Giga. Don't get me wrong, it was a cool fight scene, but I feel like the Giga deserved more screen time in this movie because it was built up. But no, we got all these other dinosaurs, but don't get me wrong, more dinosaurs are. Oh, so my camera decided to go off again, but yeah, the final battle, yeah, it was okay. Wish the Giga had more screen time. So basically, should go Dominion. It's not my least favorite. It's not my favorite. Jurassic World is still my favorite. Of course, the first Jurassic Park is my third. This might be my third favorite, or that might belong to the Lost World. So, yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching my Jurassic World Dominion review. This Tuesday they are going to release the Biosyn expansion for Jurassic World Evolution 2. I might upload some clips if anything happens in my game, but you probably watch other people, so I'll upload clips. So thank you guys so much for watching my spoiler review of Jurassic World Dominion. I give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. Plot's okay. Dinosaurs action's good, like always. CGI is always good. The animatronics. Forgot to say something about the Dilo. I'm glad they brought the Dilophosaurus back. Duos Dotson dies, how Nedry dies. So, I'm glad to see that thing back. I'm sad that Spinosaurus never returned, but it was a 7.5/10 movie. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what your opinions on Jurassic World Dominion is in the comments below. See you in the other video. Bye.